Grabe, narinig niyo na ba ang balita sa isang teacher na sinuntok ng 19-year-old na estudyante? Matapos po ang ilang araw na pilit siyang sinagip ng mga doktor dahil nakoma ito ay wala na po, patay na po siya ngayon. Hindi niya nakayanan yung sakit at bumigay na rin yung katawan niya. So, ayon sa balita, isa siyang maritime instructor sa Aklan. Hindi natin alam kung anong nangyayari o yung buong story talaga. Bakit dumating sa punto na kailangan siyang suntukin, saktan ng kanyang mga estudyante. So, sa nangyari sa kanya, mapaisip ka na talagang malakas yung suntok. Baka naman natumba siya tapos nabagok yung ulo sa sahig. Alam ko ngayon maraming reaction ng mga netizen. Talagang nalulungkot, nagagalit, naiinis. Based on my perspective as a child of 90s, di naman siguro dumating sa punto na suntukin ko yung guro. Kasi alam mo yung mga batang 90s, may takot kasi tayo may respeto sa ating mga teacher, sa mga nakatatanda sa atin. This is not to compare yung mga batang 90s at yung new generation ngayon. Pero observe nyo lang that there's really a big difference. And we're asking ourselves right now kung ano yung nangyayari. What's missing? Now, kung mangyayari man or kung dumating man ako sa punto na kailangan kong sundukin yung teacher ko, siguro if I am or I was assaulted physically, like siguro sinuntok din ako, tinulak din ako, or mas malala pa doon siguro may dalang armas, kutsilyo ba yun o ano man. So depende yung situation. Sa storyng ito, mahirap na maging bias, no? Kasi hindi natin talaga alam pa yung buong nangyari. The only thing we know based on the video, sinuntok niya yung teacher. Ngayon, nabalitaan natin namatay yung teacher. So both families, I believe, the family of the teacher, the family of the student during that day, seems like parang, okay, ang anak ko uwi ng maayos sa araw na ito. And siguro, ang pamilya din yung teacher, hindi natin alam if may, ano ba yun, may asawa, may anak, na siguro iniisip na that will be a normal day and everyone will just go home like normal. But yun nga, nangyari ang pangyayaring ito na talaga nakakalungkot. So many of us can blame the government for what had happened. Many of us are talking about death penalty and also about how this generation is talagang iba na compare sa mga nagdaang generation. Well, I can tell that marami na talagang pagbabago. Hindi naman yun para sa lahat kasi hanggang ngayon nga may mga may kaibahan naman. Depende rin kasi yun sa community na kung saan lumaki yung bata at especially kung sino yung pamilya niya, sino yung mga magulang niya. Kasi on my case naman, I'm glad and blessed na mabait naman yung mga anak ko at nakatikim din naman sila ng palo. So masasabi ko talaga, very important na ibalik natin yung character formation sa bahay. As we parents focus on giving our children a better life, better food, better gadget, better schools, I think we should also sometimes forget to ask, am I raising a good person? Like children should hear things like, respect people even when you're angry. Learn to apologize. Tapos, walk away from the fight because that is not weakness. And we should not forget that character is built through thousands of ordinary conversations. It's sometimes out of our control na talaga may mga bata ding medyo, alam mo na. Pero at least we know that mas malaki pa rin yung porsyento that we teach the children at home and make them a better person. Diyan sa bahay kasi, diyan natin natuturo yung mga example, yung emotional control. Makikita natin sa balita na marami mga violent crimes happen in just a few seconds of uncontrolled anger. So we should teach our children and apply in ourselves as well that it's okay to get angry. It's not okay to become violent. So one lesson that can save lives na kapag galit ka, huwag ka agad gumawa ng desisyon. You can walk away, you can count 1 to 10, call someone, or leave the place. And also, we should stop glorifying violence. We should teach this to our children, Kasi many young people consume content where the astig person is. Yung astig, yun yung isang malaking word ngayon sa kanila. That the one who fights, the one who never backs down, the one who always gets revenge, and they don't know that real strength is different. That real strength is having enough self-control not to throw the punch. And yun yung sinabi ko, parents should model respect. Kasi children don't only listen they actually imitate us. If they constantly hear and see that, may mga instances na parents insulting teachers, shouting at neighbors, threatening people, solving problems through aggression, now they will learn that this is normal. So, respect begins with what children see at home. Tsaka, we should also teach them accountability. Let me say it this way. One dangerous trend today is always finding someone else to blame. Instead, teach children na if you make deny the mistake. Ngunit, angkinin mo. That mindset alone can prevent many conflicts. Another thing, to be specific, we should rebuild respect for teachers. Kasi we should keep in our mind and to our children as well, teaching them this, that teachers are not perfect, just like everyone else. But they deserve basic respect. Likewise, teachers should also treat children or the students fairly. So dapat vice versa din yan kasi respect should go both ways eh. And then, and in that way, schools become, safer, and then both students and teachers value each other's identity or each other's dignity. Yung sa isip ko nawawala rin na reason or na isang bagay na importante is yung sense of purpose eh. So we should give our young people purpose. Kasi an idle teenager is more vulnerable to bad influences. So we should encourage them to do sports, mga groups sa church, youth groups, music, yung pag-volunteer, part-time work, learning skills, and also yung mga clubs doon sa school. Because purpose leaves less room for destructive behavior. And with all of this, putting everything into perspective na not everyone is perfect, including the teachers, the parents, and the students as well. We should also teach them to normalize asking for help. We will encourage them to do that. Kasi many young people struggle silently with, anger, depression, family problems, bullying, rejection. Instead of saying like, malaki ka na, tiisin mo yan. We should say like, kung may pinagdadaanan ka, usap tayo. Or humingi ka ng tulong. And sometimes one conversation prevents one tragedy. My biggest takeaway, I believe this isn't only a law enforcement problem. It's also a leadership problem. Kasi leadership doesn't start in Malacanang. It starts in our homes. Every father who teaches integrity, every mother who teaches respect, every teacher who refuses to give up on a difficult student, and every youth leader who mentors a teenager, they are helping building a safer Philippines and a community. Imagine mo, every child grew up hearing these 3 lessons every day. Respeto, bago yabang, control, sa galit, bago action, isipin ang magiging bunga ng bawat desisyon. So these are very important things and powerful statements to consider. And I can say that we may not stop every act of violence, but we can raise a generation that is far less likely to solve problems with their fist. Hindi nila idadaan sa suntok, sa gulo, kundi maging resonable, maging responsable, maging respetado at takot sa Diyos. I believe that's where lasting change begins. Maraming salamat po.